Thank you. We should go directly in.
I'll show you.
Okay, you show us. I think I kinda.
Okay.
You show us.
You're going to the studio, right?
Yes, sir. Evening. Evening.
Hi, how are you?
Agnes is my name.
Agnes, so nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you. Welcome. Please have a seat. Okay, hello.
The whole crew.
Hello, crew. How are you guys?
Yeah. She's Koi.
Omawumi, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Omawumi.
What do you call it? Omawumi.
Omawumi, that's what I've been saying. Oh, gosh.
It's fine, it's fine.
Omawumi.
You know, because when you say Omawumi,
Yeah.
Kenyans or East Africans, they know it's me.
Okay.
And you know the funny thing, that's how South Africans they call my name.
That's how they pronounce it?
Yeah.
My name is Koi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Welcome to
Koi.
the show. Mebele, I just learned how to pronounce that. It's not Megbele, which is what I would have said. So it's good, you know, to reduce your shadiness. It's Mebele, and that is Omawumi. Because again, I was saying Omawumi. So Omawumi is in the studio.
Hi people, hi. And thank you, Koi, for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming to Capital FM. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
We were just talking off air about this particular song.
Yeah.
And how much meaning it actually has for you.
Yes. I made the song in 2014, which was like 10 years after my dad had passed.
Yes.
And coincidentally, Megbele or Megbele,
Mebele, we're gonna say it right.
is my surname.
Nice, yeah.
So it's like a song dedicated to my dad, but I was seeing something pretty different in the song because the name Megbele means I will not conform. You know, it literally means I will not follow. So it's like I'm a non-conformist. I'm not following the crowd. So that's pretty much that song, and I sang it in my local dialect, Ishekiri, from the Niger Delta in Nigeria. So a lot of people say, "Oh my God, I don't know what you're saying, but the song just makes me so happy."
Yes, it does. It has a very nice vibe to it. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Great.
The first time, the song actually we started this hour with is "If You Ask Me,"
Yeah.
which was kind of Kenya's introduction to Omawumi.
Yeah.
And even now, we actually play that song quite a bit on the show.
Oh, nice.
So when they called me and they said, could you have Omawumi on the show? And I was like, yes! Obvi. I mean.
Nice.
How long ago did that song come out, if you ask me?
Ooh, that song came out the year my daughter I think I was pregnant. I was like almost towards the end of my first trimester, which was a little over 9 years ago.
Okay.
Or 8 years ago. Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
So
that, that will be 2010.
that'll be 2011.
11.
Yes.
Okay.
My first single came out in 2008. Then the album came out in 2009, Wonder Woman. And then the second album, which is Lasso of Truth, that was the one that had If You Ask Me in it, and Botombele featuring Flavor.
Botombele.
And One Yourself featuring Wizkid. I had like plenty of people. Timaya was also in that album.
Yes.
And then the third one is called Timeless. I released it in 2017. Fantastic album with great pieces. You know, it took me a lot. You know, I had to do a lot of traveling. You know, working because it was 100% live album. So I had to like travel to like South Africa to record the big band horns, because I had like a lot of hornsmen, like up to 50 hornsmen.
And you wanted that live effect.
Yes, I wanted that. So I went to, that's the album that has Play Na Play featuring Angelique Kidjo.
Yes.
And Africa featuring Salif Keita.
She's just dropping names and we're like, yes, okay.
Yes. So, you know, I went to Nashville to record big band strings for Butterflies, one of the songs inside the album. And it was just a lot of work for me, but I was happy to do it because I know what I wanted to achieve with that.
Yeah.
And then at the beginning of this year, I just said that, you know what, let me record this LP. And I didn't feature any. Anyway, I know you asked me about that, but I just can't stop going.
No, please go ahead.
So I recorded the LP and I just kept it aside for like a month or two because I'm a producer. I just finished putting out a movie, so we needed to promote it and all of that. So right after the movie was out and done, I just came back, carried in her feelings, and brought out some really nice looking photos that raised eyebrows in Nigeria. Like, what? Is this Omawumi? And then I put it out.
But you're the non-conformist, so it's
yes,
okay.
Yes,
it's quite all right.
Yes, fantastic.
I'm gonna talk about your album titles right now because if anyone is like a superhero fan, when you listen to your album titles, Wonder Woman and then Lasso of Truth.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know where that comes from.
Well, the Wonder Woman wasn't. I didn't set out deliberately. Yes, I'm a comic fan.
Yes.
I do a lot of Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
And by the way, which one do you prefer, Marvel or DC?
I would have to say Marvel.
Why though? Anyway, that's a story for another day.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a DC person. I'm a Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. You know, that's where I'm at.
Yes.
And
Avengers all the way.
Avengers are cool, but you know, it's just because Marvel makes them look so spectacular and all of that, you know. But Superman, who forgets Superman? No, let's not go there. Let's not have that conversation.
Okay,
now.
okay, let's go back to the music.
Yes. So, you know, then when I came out in the industry, it wasn't exactly really easy for the females in the industry to thrive.
Okay.
It was a really difficult playing field. It was seriously a male-dominated industry. So I was really doing the best that I could, and I was blessed to have the best team. I am still blessed to have the best team, you know. So I was always, you know, gingered. That's what we call it. I was always, you know, moving. So I just figured that if I'm going to release an album, I probably should call it Wonder Woman, because that's what I am. If I can fight to be on stages with most of the male acts, then you understand. By the time you call like 10 names on one stage, then you now add and Omawumi. That's you know, it was really difficult to, you know, break through. So aside from that, I had friends that would say, hey, Oma Wonder, you know, so it stuck.
Because that's your Instagram handle.
Yeah, so it stuck, you know.
Yeah.
And Lasso of Truth was a time when I was, you know, every song in that album had, you know, like something to say. There were not a lot of playful songs in the album, save for Bottom Bele. If you ask me, I was talking about gender violence.
Yes.
And What a Bang Bang featuring Two-Face, I was talking about real deep-seated socio-political issues. So I just figured that the best name for the album should be The Lasso of Truth, like a sequel to Wonder Woman. And what does the Wonder Woman hold? What's her major weapon?
The Lasso of Truth.
Yes.
Yes, you cannot resist the Lasso of Truth. Okay, so.
Baby, without you. Baby, without you.
Omawumi. Brand new.
Yeah, the voice is not working as well as it should.
It's okay. It's very cold in Nairobi right now.
I'm telling you.
Although today was a better day.
What I was gonna say. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that on air. But the weather is very confusing, though.
Yes. Nairobi weather today, you could be freezing, and then in 3 hours the sun is hot, and now you're like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I dressed like this? Oh, that's brand new from Omawumi. It's called Without You.
Yeah.
Off the LP In My Feelings.
In Her Feelings.
Oh, In Her Feelings, actually.
Yeah.
Although you mean in my
in my feelings, yes, because it's like Omawumi In Her Feelings. You know, I wanted to say In My Feelings, but it seemed like Drake has already collected that one. So I said, let me just change it to In Her Feelings.
In Her Feelings. So what got you all up in your feelings?
Well, I don't know. Well, most of the songs in there, like about 2 or 3 songs, were dedicated to my husband.
Oh.
Now, I don't usually sing about him because we have like a very personal and private life outside of social media and all of that. So I always tend to, you know, like when I draw inspiration, when I'm writing love songs and stuff, I draw inspiration from people's obvious like back end stories, or I make up some, you know, and, you know, but this time it was really from me and my heart and how I was feeling. And you know, there are times when, you know, you are in a relationship with your partner and everybody just does things like for duty's sake, you know. So even when somebody's going out of their way to make you happy, you probably are like, well, it's your job, you know. So
for better or for worse.
Yeah. So sometimes you don't come out to say, oh, thank you, I see what you're doing. So that's what I was just doing with these songs. And I'm like, thank you, I see what you're doing, and keep it up.
I can't live without you, man. I love it. It's beautiful. I was just watching the video a bit earlier today, and it has a nice chill vibe to it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So before that, we actually played Play Na Play.
Yes, featuring Angelique.
Featuring Angelique Kidjo. And I mean, we are complete and total and utter fans. of Angela Kidjo. I don't know how else to say it without if she's listening and she's like, this sounds like creepy. So what, and I know you've worked with such incredible artists, but what was it like to work with Angela Kidjo specifically?
It was really a life experience for me because I've always, been a fan. She's always been like a mentor from afar. And I've always, sort of like wanted to be like her. So when I wrote Play a Play in 2013, I knew I wanted her on the song, but we eventually got to record her in 2015. That's how resilient I was.
Wow.
Yes, I we had to, like ask and looked for who knew who, and then when sorry,
no worry.
When I eventually got the chance to like have a conversation with her, she was like, okay, I've heard this song, and so why do you want to do this song with me? So I told her, I said, you are who I want to be. The way you handle social political issues, the way you are such a philanthropist, the way you are such an enigma, your voice and the way you've carried your career, and a Grammy or two wouldn't really hurt.
A Grammy or two does not
It
hurt.
doesn't hurt my shoulders at all.
Yes.
My divider, what they call that thing, my cupboard, wardrobe, it will look pretty nice with 1 or 2 Grammys on it.
So nice and shiny. Yes, amen. When you speak it into the universe, it shall come.
Yeah, so I told her, I said, so I wanted to do this song with you, and I know you're the only person that can do this song with me. If you don't do it with me, I'm not doing it at all. So that's how she came on board, and she was just so loving from the onset. And she was so worried because I was yay high, pregnant with my son. And she was just like, have you rested? Oh, what are you eating? She's such a mother.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's beautiful. That's
you.
actually a beautiful story. And I know you've worked with so many other artists. In fact, we were just saying that we need to get you onto a Karoga festival, man. You need to come and grace the stage.
It's about time.
This is the 26th edition. So before we hit 30, Omawumi has to come back.
I'm coming, 27th, 30, all yonder.
27th is just 2 months away. We can make it happen.
Hey.
We can make it happen.
Hey.
So I know
Yeah.
we were talking about your relationship with our current headliner, because it's going to be Femi Kuti on stage next week.
Yeah.
And you said you have a special relationship with Femi.
Yeah, he's more like an uncle to me.
Yeah.
Most times I go to perform at Shrine. Now you have like especially on Celebration. Now you have like loads of artists, A-list, B-list artists. All of them all come out on stage and perform. But whenever I come out and perform, if Femi is in like the back room, he will come out with his saxophone and join me on stage.
Nice.
Almost every time I'm performing. And so sometimes I'm on stage and I'm, gingering the crowd, and then I hear people screaming. So I'm like, yes, I'm giving them. When I will now look at my back, I will see Femi strolling in with saxophone. I will just look at him like, eh. But it's just always an amazing experience, and I have so much respect for him. My last album before this one, called Timeless, I covered one of Fela's songs, the only love song he ever did, called Ololufemi. Amazing, So when he hears things like that, like, okay, there are not a lot of people that are carrying his father's legacy, in the authentic manner. Everybody's singing Afrobeats, but there are a few of us that are, holding it in such a sacred level, and giving the same love and attention musically that his father gave to the music. So that's it.
Okay, I like that very much. So who has been your favorite collabo so far?
Who? Everybody. He's like going to say that which of your child is ugly. I've worked with, from the beginning of my career, I worked with people like LD. I worked with Two-Face. I've worked with Timaya, Nato C, Wizkid, Waje, Fowls the Bad Guy, Slim Case, DJ Spinall, Kiss Daniel. I've worked with a lot of people. Flavor! Flavor. Oh, Omawumi. I've worked with a lot of people, and everybody always brings something unique to the table, and they just make me shine better. And if they're listening anywhere, I just want to say thank you. For helping my career grow.
That is not released.
Hey, yes, and I also did a song with Wyclef that is not released, and I also
and
I have a song with Salif Keita. I covered his Africa. Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Salif Keita was here a Koroga ago.
I think you're
saying
Koroga. I'm going to.
We're seeing all the threads. We're seeing all the threads. Oh, we can't wait to hear that. Can't wait to hear that. Okay, listen to those horns. Listen to that amazing background live instrument. And we were just talking about exactly how many instruments are in that, because it's quite a bit.
Yeah, like the horns itself. Yeah, first of all, there's a baritone, frugal, trombone, normal trumpets, saxophone, like tenor sax, alto sax, everything that you can blow boo was in there.
That's fantastic. And you recorded this live in Nashville, Tennessee.
No, I did the strings in Nashville, Tennessee,
Nashville,
for Butterfly.
Tennessee, okay.
But this I recorded in Adam Howard's studio in South Africa.
Wow.
The day we were recording, there were the number of hornsmen, and so I was like, Jesus, you know. And then it was such a big. There were like 2 living rooms where everybody was like sitting across, because you couldn't take everybody in one place.
Wow.
You understand? There were many. It was amazing.
It has such a nice jazzy feel to it.
Yes. Sometimes, you know, people are like, oh, mommy, why did you go this way? Why did you do it? I said, well, somebody's got to do it. Somebody has got to, you know, like, because there's also a sacrifice. There's also a fulfillment that comes with it. So that's why I do what I do, actually.
Well, that special dedication to your craft is actually a mark of a true artist. I love that.
Thank
I
you.
love it. And just in case you missed it, this is actually a cover of the only love song
That Fela ever did.
that Fela Kuti ever did.
Yay me! I'm such a genius.
It's actually, you can say it lightly, but that actually is quite genius.
Thank you.
So let's talk about the other side of Omawumi.
Yes.
And I know you have been involved in a lot of activism. You're very passionate about a lot of things. We were talking about the fact that If You Ask Me was talking about
was talking
gender
about
violence.
Yeah, it was talking about gender violence
Yeah.
and pedophilia and all sorts, you know. So I always try to say stuff like this with my music every chance that I get. I'm also really involved with child mortality. You know, currently I'm working with a soap brand. I don't know whether it's good to mention. Radio stations are very finicky about such things. Prior to this time, I was working with another one that I did a song for an anti-malaria campaign.
Yes.
That I did a tour around East Africa.
Yes.
Not East Africa. No, the whole of Africa. Because I went to Ghana, I went to Zambia, I went to South Africa, I came here. You know, I went to the Kenyatta Memorial Hospitals, went and saw the women there, spoke to them, talked to them, because the major, oh my God, I'm about to go on.
Go on, girl.
One of the major things that kill children right now, the major killer of children is malaria, and people do not know that they have to be careful. You know, child mortality is something that really worries me, because at the rate people are going, hygiene is very important. These are little things that one should look out for. And also, you know, I'm also very passionate about social political issues, you know, especially with regards to my country and in Africa in general. There are a lot of things that people see and then they just look at it like, oh well, as long as it doesn't concern me. The highest they'll do is probably make it go viral on Instagram like 2 or 3 days, and then it just grows cold. You know, I remember the days of our parents when leaders, people that are put in position, will be held accountable for the things that they have done. But now it doesn't happen like that. So everybody comes and feels that it's their living room. They'll come and cross their leg. I don't know whether that's how it happens in Kenya. But every once in a while, you know,
It's an African problem.
Yes, every once in a while we need to call our leaders to. In fact, one of the songs that's in my new LP, titled Mr. Cinnamon, it talks about that same thing. I'm saying that each and every one of us, we are all criminals. The only person that you catch is the thief.
Yes.
Because everybody is a thief. The only time that you can identify that this person is a thief is because you caught him. So, and that is the reason why we are all messed up. That's the reason why, you know, Africa is not growing as fast as it should be. You know, but I'm happy because it's better than it was before. Yeah, so that's me. I just keep on ranting.
The passion just comes out.
Yeah, but that's how it is. Because you as a musician, you can't just sit down and make music. You have to, lend your voice to a particular cause. You have to, you know, say something so that down the line, there will be a message. I remember when Miriam Makeba and Hugh Masekela did Free Mandela. What's that song? Freedom. No, that's not that one. Oh my God, I can't. Oh God, off the top of my head now. But yeah, they did.
We know the song you're talking about.
Yeah, I know
though.
you know the song I'm talking about.
Yes.
You know, the late Brenda Fassie, she did a song, you know, calling for the freedom of of Mandela, and then because of the way people were calling on that, the powers that be were shook. They were like, we don't want them to come and sing and be abusing us, so let's release the man. That's how it was in those days.
Yes.
So people are held accountable to the things that they do, but now it doesn't happen like that anymore. So that's why I lend my voice to such things. And the other side of me, I'm also an actor.
Yes.
And a producer.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
What don't you do?
A lot of things. I was brought up with the sensibility of using your hands to work. So by the time I was in I was taking a break from junior secondary school, my mom would send me to a salon to learn how to fix hair and do nails. So that's pretty much I didn't know how to do. I can cook, I can do a lot of things.
Yes.
And entertainment is just one of all those many things. And I'm also a law graduate, so people cannot just
Oh my goodness. You're a lawyer on top of all that.
Yes. So people cannot just wrap their heads around it. They'll be like, only you. But I feel like it's you only rest when you're dead. This is the time to make your mark in the world. As much as you're doing that, you still find time to have good authentic family time and just
and enjoy it. When it comes, I find that if you're a creative, ideally, you will find yourself having very many outlets.
Yes.
Because your creativity needs to come out. So whether it's music, whether it's acting or producing, or it'll eventually come out. A creative is a creative.
Yes.
But which of your creative arts, which one comes more easily to you?
Oh, it has to be music. It has to be music.
So that must be the first love.
That's the first love. It's music. It's music.
Yeah.
It's music. I keep saying it because it can't be anything else. I don't know. At least not yet. It can't be anything else.
Okay. All right. But do you enjoy the acting very much?
Oh yes, I do. It just gives me a lot of people say, "Oh my God, mommy, you're so extra sometimes," and it's allowed. It's okay.
Well,
I'm not mad at that.
It's just but I'm an actress. It is what we do.
Yeah, but the thing is, as an actor, what that gives you is the opportunity to be someone else. And get paid for it.
Yes.
So it just makes me get into another character and just take that person in and so when I'm watching myself, which I rarely do by the way, but when I'm watching myself on the TV screen and I'm looking at it and I'll be like, oh wow, I didn't do so badly.
Yeah.
And then people will now start calling me by the name of the person that I acted as.
Character.
It makes me feel so good.
Nice.
So that's why I enjoy acting. I didn't really decide to act. I got offered a role on a stage play and I decided to take a singing role on a stage play. And that was how
it was an easy segue.
Segue.
Well, you're looking for that word?
That's a transition.
Happy to be of service. Butterflies.
Yeah.
That is I love that it shows the range of your voice and every artist needs one of those so that you can remind people, hi, I can actually really sing.
Yes.
Just in case you thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was a product of a reality show, Idols West Africa. I came
West
first
Africa Idols. That was 2007.
Yeah. So if I came second in 45,000 people that they auditioned, every once in a while I have to remind people
you
that I can actually sing. At least I try.
It's a beautiful song. It's a very beautiful song. And I was just saying, Omawumi basically interviews herself.
Why?
Because you're such a well-spoken person and you know exactly what you want to say and what you want to put across, which I think is so refreshing and a breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
coming.
Much. Anytime.
We had such a good time. I wish you had more time.
Yeah, I wish we had to.
But I know you will come back.
Definitely. Hey, my people that are listening, I'm going to warn them now that please, you should tweet and say that we want Omawumi at before the 30th Koroga Festival.
Yes.
If not, I'll read you.
So what is next for Omawumi?
Omawanda.
Yeah.
Say it like that. Say Omawanda.
Omawanda. What is next for Omawanda?
Well, I'm funny enough, I just came out from the studio today. I was recording with one of the biggest voices in Kenya, Atemi.
Oh,
and
Atemi the diva.
Yes, she's such a wonderful musician, by the way. Then and I have a summer jam coming up, and I have a couple of gigs coming up in Nigeria, and I'm still doing this. This is my first stop actually. I'm having an East African tour, media tour, and then I'm also going to be going to other countries in Africa just to meet with my fans, reconnect again for those who have disconnected. That's it pretty much. And that space of being grateful. That's why when they asked me about Without You, I said I originally dedicated it to my husband, but now it's to my fans, because I realized that without them I will not exist. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone who has supported me all the way, who has just been like a diehard fan. I really, really, really appreciate you.
Oh, fantastic. And we appreciate you and all your talent as well.
Thank you
so much. I don't know why there's feedback on this mic. All right, so if we want to reach Omawumi.
Oh, yeah, please.
Where can we find you?
At Instagram, it's at Omawonder, OMAWONDER. And on Twitter is at Omawumi. And on Facebook and YouTube is just Omawumi. And I interact with my fans a lot, so feel free to follow, hit me up if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer you.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Miss Omawumi Megbele
Yusuf, that's the husband's name.
Thank you for coming through. I think we've learned a lot.
Thank you.
And we're also grateful for how far you have come.
Thank
and we're
you so
proud
much.
Of the journey that you
Thank
have.
you so
So don't stop using your voice.
I do not intend to.
Yes.
Hey guys, you people should cop in her feelings. The LP is out everywhere.
Where can
It's
you
out
get-
on everywhere.
where can
Right
you
now
get
in Kenya, in Mdundo, you get it there. You can get it on Boomplay as well, and then all the usual online music platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and
So
I'm
get the
sure
album.
that we will want to ensure that we bring some hard copies, for collectors' items, people who want to have the CDs, and I might sign them.
I already got mine.
Yay!
Very happy with myself. Thank you for this copy, which must be signed.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna go out with a song from the LP, In Her Feelings.
Yeah.
And this one is Mr. Cinnamon.
Yes.
Yes. So just tell us a little bit about Mr. Cinnamon, and then we get into it.
Okay. Mr. Cinnamon, like I said, is I was talking to everyone, especially in Nigeria, where you have a lot of people who try to cut corners and just try to just play a sharp one or a fast one, even if it's just with the government, if it's just your immediate neighbor, if you're just trying to I'm just saying that everybody's a criminal, but these things that you feel that you're doing, that is what has gotten us to this point. So if you're complaining, there's no light, there's the traffic jam is always really messed up, it's because somebody is trying to be smart to go to the front and block the road. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Same problem.
Yes, this is the same problem that has gotten us here.
Yeah. So Mr. Cinnamon. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Much love to you, my dear. Please introduce the song as we wind
Yay!
out.
My name is Omawumi, as usual, and the next song that is about to play is from my LP called In Her Feelings, which you should get, by the way. It's called Mr. Cinnamon. I hope you enjoy it. Let me sign.
Diamond, we don't turn preacher. Positivity where you dey preach. But if my people start to point their finger, they no be Switzerland where you go reach. Why you con dey hate on top my matter? She no be the truth I talk, nana. Gates man we turn minister. With certificate where we no see. Can't you see? With all these things you dey do. Tell me why I go dey fight with you. Tell me why I go dey fight with you. Oh no, can't you see? With all these things you dey do. Tell me why I go dey fight with you. Tell me why I go dey fight with you. Oh no, Mr. Cinnamon, don't you know? Say we are not criminal, don't you know? Look how we got. Look how we got. Just look how we got. Just look how we got. Mr. Cinnamon, don't you know? Say we are not criminal, don't you know? Look how we got. Look how we got. Just look how we got. Just look how we got.